No, I don't do that. I'm not World War II. Folks, if we could get it quiet here on the stage, please. If we can get it quiet on the stage so the cameras and microphones can pick everything up, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the San Jose Veterans Day Parade. This morning, I have the honor and privilege of introducing a few folks who are going to speak for a moment. My name is John Farrat. I represent the Veteran Voices of Santa Clara County as one of the facilitators. And it's my honor and privilege to introduce right now the mayor of the great city of San Jose, Mr. Sam Liccardo.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Thank you for your service. I'm joined by many colleagues, and several of them will speak. I just want to introduce briefly my council colleagues, Vice Mayor Rose Herrera, Councilmember Ash Kalra, Councilmember Chappie Jones, Councilmember Raul Perales, and officials are here, including Board President Dave Cortese, who will be speaking shortly from the county, the Housing Authority, and partner organizations. We're here, of course, to celebrate our veterans. And we know our veterans have had the courage, the willingness to sacrifice, the willingness to serve for us, and now it's time for us to step up. As we celebrate on this 97th anniversary of Veterans Day, we're here to make a collective commitment together that by the 100th anniversary of Veterans Day in 2018, we will end veterans' homelessness in this valley. We can do it collectively. We're going to need a lot of partners, and we're going to need everybody on board pushing together. The good news is we've got a great group already pushing together. From the city of San Jose, as recently as last night, we voted to approve funding to move forward with one project that will house homeless vets, rehabilitating a decrepit home on Vermont Street for 16 vets. As soon as the news spread, I got a call from Gil Chesso from Republic Services saying we'll donate our services to help make that less expensive, to help our vets. We're investing over $6 million in the city of San Jose over the next 6 months to provide permanent housing for veterans. And later next week, we'll be bringing a proposal to the Rules Committee that will propose another $5 million in partnership with landlords throughout the city who are willing to accept homeless veterans with vouchers in exchange for help in rehabilitating older apartments. We know there are over 250 homeless vets today who have vouchers. They have an ability to pay a landlord if there was space available, if there was enough apartment stock out there, if there were landlords willing to take those VASH vouchers and Section 8 vouchers. We need to expand the housing stock. And with this initiative, we believe we can help do that. We know those VASH vouchers don't pay as much as rent, as the rents are often demanded today. So we need landlords who are willing to step up in exchange for a city commitment. We're also making many other commitments from the city. We have, for example, in collaboration with Destination Home and Jennifer Loving and her organization, and in partnership with dozens of faith leaders throughout the city, we will be in several weeks launching an initiative, Housing One Hero, to see how we can engage faith communities in helping bring veterans off the street and helping veterans who are getting housed be successful in their housing. And finally, as you know, just a few days ago, we talked about our exploration into a housing bond, as much as $250 million that we would be going to the voters with next year to ask for their support to enable us to have the resources we need to house those who have served our country so honorably, along with many others who are suffering from homelessness today. I'm confident with the kind of coalition we have together that we can make something extraordinary happen here in our valley, and we can be a model for the rest of the country. And I'm grateful for the partnership of those who stand behind me and the many nonprofit organizations that we're partnering with. This effort is being led by Destination Home, but we've got many veterans organizations like Veterans Voices who have been working with us and will be helping to lead the way, and certainly many of the nonprofit organizations like Abode and others that every day are helping us with this challenge of homelessness. So with no further ado, I have the great honor of introducing the President of the County of Santa Clara. The county, of course, has been leading efforts around providing mental health services, around providing drug and alcohol rehab services. They're pushing hard on homelessness as well. And this man has launched a task force that is providing very important solutions that we will be embracing in the months ahead. Supervisor and President of the Board of Supervisors, Dave Cortese.
Hey, Dave.
All right, Dave.
Thank you, Mayor Liccardo. You know, the city of San Jose and the county of Santa Clara don't always agree on everything, but one thing that we do agree on 100% is that no veteran should ever be without housing, that no veteran and no one who served their country in this community should be sleeping tonight under a bridge or in a creek somewhere without shelter. And the fact of the matter is, despite our efforts with the overall homeless population numbers dropping, the numbers that haven't dropped are the fact that we have 700 veterans that are homeless today, 500 of whom are completely without shelter. We want to put an end to that. Just a few months ago, Mayor Liccardo and I, along with Mayor Ed Lee in San Francisco, sat down with the Secretary of Veterans Affairs and made a pledge to end veterans homelessness. And now here in the South Bay, the city and the county have joined forces. The mayor and I have joined forces with Destination Home and the Housing Authority and others to rededicate ourselves to that proposition and make it a reality. The county of Santa Clara, through the Housing Task Force, has committed to $1.5 million ongoing. That means not only are we attacking this problem today, but we want to make sure the money is there next year and the year after and in perpetuity so that people who we house today don't become homeless again tomorrow. The city and the county will continue to roll out in the days and weeks ahead more programs, more investments in capital acquisitions, in real estate acquisitions, in micro-housing and other tools that we can use to move people back into the path of prosperity that is benefiting now the non-veterans and the non-homeless in one of the richest metropolitan areas in the world. We're committed that that prosperity be shared with the veterans in our community. And I want to thank Mayor Liccardo for reaching across the city-county line to join us in these efforts. Thank you very much.
All right, next up, it's my honor and privilege to introduce not only a veteran, a Vietnam veteran, the Vice Mayor of San Jose, Ms. Rose Herrera.
Thank you. You know, San Jose is about gratitude, and today, as we celebrate the 97th Veterans Parade here in San Jose, we're taking gratitude to gratitude in action, and I'm really proud to be on the City Council at this time and joining with my colleagues and under the leadership of Mayor Liccardo to put forth this program today that will end veterans homelessness. And my role as Veterans Liaison is going to be to work with veterans organizations, because we know that veterans reaching out to other veterans can be the most effective way to reach those who are now not currently housed to take advantage of these great programs. We heard Tuesday a very sad story, a moving story of a combat veteran who served in Iraq, Carrie Rigsby, a Marine who's homeless, who came back with physical and emotional injuries and has only been able to be reached by other veterans organizations, so that now he's going to be receiving help, and hopefully through this program will receive housing. So I'm really grateful to be here today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, veterans. Thank you for your service to our country, and I look forward to working with the county, the city, and all my colleagues in veterans organizations to truly find a home for all of our veterans. Thank you.
And up next is Catherine Harris, is the Housing Authority of the Santa Clara County.
All right, Catherine.
Good morning. As the mayor said, there are over 250 servicemen and women who are now in need of our service. These veterans and their families are living outside with vouchers for a federal rental subsidy in their hand, and they will continue to live outside until they can find a landlord that will lease a home to them. The Housing Authority has partnered with the Veterans Administration for 7 years on this program. The Housing Authority provides the federal rental subsidy, and the Veterans Administration provides the services. The Housing Plus Services model provides a stable healing platform for our returning veterans. To date, we've housed over 500 veterans. We have over 250 veterans with federal rental subsidies, however, that have no place that they can call home. This is unprecedented in our program's history. We need willing landlords to help us end veterans' homelessness. If you can help, please consider attending a workshop at the Housing Authority coming up on December 2nd, where you can learn about our program. We would love to have another community partner, and we have over 250 veteran families who would love to finally be all the way home. Thank you.
All right, very good, very good. Well said. And finally, I'd like to introduce a gentleman who's formerly a homeless veteran. His name is Tony Harrison. Come on, Tony.
Well, my name is Tony Harrison, and I was a homeless vet. It was a long and hard process for me, but I had everything, and I thought I would. I had everything, and I thought it would never happen to me. You never know until you hit rock bottom how hard it is and how strong you are. I fell, but I got back up. Through the help of a VA program, I was able to get housed, but not. It was hard for me because extensive amount of no's and getting on 2 to 5 year wait list. I turned in about 27 applications, and that's $20 to $25 per application. I got 26 no's, but all I needed was 1 yes. It's not about what happens to you, but how you respond to what happens to you. I never stopped trying, I never stopped believing, and I never gave up because I knew my day would come. Now I have an awesome job of housing homeless vets in San Jose and homeless people in San Jose. I want to put my stamp on ending homelessness, and I leave you with this. Our vets fought and protected this country. Now it's time for our country, our states, our cities to fight for us. Thank you.
Hoorah! Hoorah! Good job. Good job. This time the mayor would like to add some words.
I just want to make a brief announcement. We are obviously reaching out to landlords throughout the city, throughout the valley, to help us, as Catherine Ross articulated. We need landlords that are willing to take these VASH vouchers and Section 8 vouchers. Those who are interested in helping can get more information on the website, allthewayhome.org. Again, allthewayhome.org. It's being maintained by Destination Home. No, I'm sorry, thank you. Allthewayhomecampaign.org. Thank you, Rose. Allthewayhomecampaign.org. And folks can then plug in, and we'd love to be able to find an apartment for a vet in need and bring all of our veterans all the way home. Thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you, Your Honor. Everyone, at this time, we have about 20 minutes for question and answer from the press. Please, from the press only, we want to make sure we get the quality questions out to our elected leaders here. So please, go ahead. Any questions?
Or we can go individually.
Or we can go, or you can do, or you can do one-on-ones. But at this time, if there's no questions, then that concludes the press conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Your Honor, it was my privilege. I'm working with you guys more. I'm